During this summer 2016 we are carrying out a project called Multichich, and the project is performed on these outdoor facilities at Aarhus University located in Foulum. The project has focused on feeding strategies and new organic broiler genotypes. We have 12 units here, and each unit is designed in such a way that it has to reflect an integrated plant and broiler production. It means that we on both sides of these houses have planted 3 rows of energy willow, and in between the willows we have areas with grass and clover and certain herbs which we hope the broilers will eat. It is very important to have genotypes on these outdoor areas which are more adapted to outdoor circumstances, which means that they have a good foraging behavior. And also it is important that the growth is not too fast. We have 2 genotypes which are both considered as slow growing. We have a dark broiler type called the Labelle Forest chicken, and the Scan Labelle, which are used very much in France under the La Barousse concept. In order to influence their growth, we give them 2 different kinds of feed. One with a more normal protein level, around 19%, and a lower protein content, around 16%. Because we would like, in a way, when we give them a feed with a lower protein content, we hope that we can stimulate them to forage more on the outdoor area and eat on the grass and the clover, which have a fine protein content. And in that way, the herbs and grass and also insect can contribute with nutrients to the chickens. We are measuring different parameters out here. Of course, the production, the growth and the feed intake we measure every 2nd week, and at the same time we make a score on the plumage quality and the food pad quality. It is very important that the broilers have a very good welfare, which is an important aspect of the whole project. As we can see here, the houses, in the houses there are silos with feed, and outside we have a silo with whole wheat. This is actually a sort of choice feeding, so that the chickens can themselves decide if they want to supply the compound feed with whole wheat. And what we can see, independent of genotype and feed composition, the chickens are really quite happy to eat of the wheat. Another important aspect by planting willows is that when you have outdoor broilers, there will be a certain nitrogen pressure on the area. And when we have willows, we have an idea that we can reduce the nitrogen leaching. And in order to measure that, we have placed some suction cells on different points at the outdoor area to see if the genotype, their activities and also the protein content of the 2 diets can influence the nitrogen leaching, and we hope that the willows can absorb some of the nitrogen. The chickens came out here on the outdoor area when they were 3 weeks of age, and they are now 9 weeks of age. And we have planned that they should continue in the experiment until they are 12 weeks of age. Because we want to study if this slower growth influence the final slaughter weight, which we hope, so that we can have a production in the so we can have an organic broiler production until 84 days of weeks. Twice during the experiment, at 6 weeks and 12 weeks of age, we are collecting some intestinal samples from a selected number of broilers per unit in order to look into the micro-composition and see if there is any genotype effect or any effect of the feed composition. Further, we are taking some blood samples and also looking into the crop and gizzard content to see if we can locate what they are eating on the outdoor area.